Hey class, today I'm going to be talking to you about early childhood education. There are many purposes for early childhood education, or some people like to call it early childhood development. A couple of the main purposes would be to encourage and stimulate the developmental areas such as social, cognitive, physical language, emotional, and spiritual. It can also teach self-control and awareness as well as empathy. The main purpose is socialization and introduction to the educational structure and expectations. So for early childhood education, it's going to teach them so they know what to expect when they get up into higher grade school. According to the Missouri Department of Education and Secondary Education, the total brain size is 95% of its maximum size by the age of 6 years old. What qualifies me to talk about early childhood education is that I'm going to school to be a teacher. I am going to get my associate's degree right now, and then later on I'm going to go back and get my bachelor's degree. And I've always wanted to teach younger children ever since as long as I can remember, as I said in my introduction video. And since early childhood education is for newborn to ages 8, I thought this was the perfect thing for me to go for and do. During this speech, you're going to learn what early childhood education focuses on, what your children will gain, and you'll also learn a couple of fun facts about early childhood education. According to the National Education Association, research shows that providing high-quality education before they reach the age of 5 years old yields significant long-term benefits. Higher quality education can be privately ran, or it could be ran by a nonprofit organization. It could include enriched learning experiences and nurturing care to stimulate the key developmental areas that a child needs. This visual aid that I'm about to show you is a couple of facts about higher education. And since nobody's here to help me record this, I'm going to have to try and do this alone. So I'm going to show you the best that I can. Some facts would be better high order thinking and attention skills, better reading, writing, and mathematical abilities, better social skills, less grade retention, higher graduation rates, and fewer behavioral problems. Secondly, early childhood education is the teaching of children at a very young age until age 8 years old, as I already said. There is also infant education. This is for the child before they're old enough to reach regular school. Usually for kids between about a month up until a year to a year and a half years old. Early childhood education is mainly focused on learning through play-based activities, which there are many of those, such as number and color blocks. There's art, social games, activity sheets. There's educational games on the internet, and now there's Leapfrog, LeapPads, tablets, children's tablets with educational games on there. And here's some more visuals about developmental stages, about motor skills, speech skills, vision and hearing, also social skills. And I'm going to show you the developmental stages between ages 1 and 6. Again, I'm going to try my best to show you some of the visuals that I've done. This is stage 1 for 1 year old. Motor skills is standing alone, holding furniture for a second or two. Speech, they babble 2 or 3 words repeatedly. Vision and hearing, they drop toys and watches where the toy goes. Social skills, they cooperate with dressing, waves goodbye, understand simple commands. Second is 18 months old. Motor skills are walking alone, picks up toys without falling over. gets up and down the stairs holding onto the rail, begins to jump up and down with both feet, can throw a ball. For speech, they know intelligible words, and social, drinks from the cup with both hands, and feeds themselves with their own spoons. Second, again, is 2 years old and 3 years old. Motor skills, they are able to run up and walk up and down stairs 2 feet per step. They can build a tower with at least 3 to 6 cubes. For speech, they know 2 to 3 words per sentence. For 3-year-olds, motor skills, they can go up and down stairs with 1 foot and down with 2. They imitate hand motions. For speech, they constantly ask questions and they speak in sentences. And for social, they cooperatively play undress and dresses with assistants, and that's when they start beginning to get imaginary friends. Next is 4 and 5 years old. 4-year-olds, they can go up and down stairs 1 foot per step. Questioning is at its height for speech. For social skills, they can dress and undress with assistants and attend to their own toilet needs. 4 or 5 years old, they can skip on both feet, they can start hopping, they can draw a man, and they can give their age. For speech, they have fluent speech. And for social, they can dress and undress alone. And lastly, for this visual is age 6. Motor skills, they know their left from right, and they can know their numbers on fingers. And for speech, they have fluent speech. Next is what you will learn while going to school for early childhood education. This is another visual I'm going to show you. It's just a list of a couple things and what you'll need to have a teacher's position. And I'll try and read it to you too. It says, what you will learn while going to school for early childhood education. 1. You'll learn about developmentally appropriate practice, classroom management techniques. You'll learn curriculum mapping and how to develop units and lessons. What you'll need for a teacher position. Associate's degree, that's a minimum. And you will also need to volunteer at your local school, preschool, daycares, things like that, so you have experience to put on your resume for when you want to get a job to be a teacher. That will help you out a ton. And early childhood education is very important for children. It teaches them so many new things, and it gets them ready for elementary school and middle school, high school, and that's where they start to learn a bunch of new things, and it helps them long term a lot. My references is nowforlater.org, Benefits for Early Childhood Education, Missouri Department of Education and Secondary Education, www.nea.org, National Education Association. And thirdly, www.education.com, What is Early Childhood Education? December 20th, 2011. Thank you.